first and foremost, we'd like to give our praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakodash.
Double honor to our apostles and elders at Gms Trinidad, who surely do rule well, our teachers, right? Worthy of double honors, and salutation to men and brethren in this work, in truth and sincerity, because the throne of the planet earth, risking their life to do so. We are the Hebrew Israelites, the great military branch of Trinidad, here to prophesy the downfall of America, Babylon the Great, behold us sit upon the beast, right? Right? And different provinces scattered across the four corners of the planet, right? All the nations are drunk out the wine of a fornication. Okay? And to give glory unto our powers, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Yahweh name means he to be, he exists. Ba'ashem is in the name, Yahushai. It's only because the Savior Son who the world calls Jesus, the Christ, our Lord and Savior. Right, his name is Yahushai, which means he deliverer, he savior. Israel is going to need a deliverer and savior here in these last days from the onslaught of the devil, Esau and Edom, better known as the so-called or self-proclaimed white man. Right? Them and their cohorts that are confederate in making the nation of Israel not being a people and a nation calling upon their powers, which will in turn put these other nations in subjection. Right? Meaning they will be slaves underneath the nation of Israel. With that being said, hey, it's a beautiful weekend prophecy. But this week is what? The whole Montgomery, Alabama incident, right? Which we seen coming out of that prophetic works, right? That's something, go ahead.
This is Zechariah 9 and verses, I started at verse 12. It says, "Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. When I have bent Judah for me, fill the bow with Ephraim, and raise up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as the sword of a mighty man."
Yeah, the Lord going to make thee as a what? As a sword of a mighty man. He saw, according to Psalms, as Psalm 17, there was a sword over us, right? They use that, they portray that in the most recent time, they portray that in the movie The Django, right? Yeah, that's where he had his slave master. He had the scriptures pinned to his breast, right? And he was whooping the hell out of the slaves, right? Because they knew that, or they understood that the Lord used them, right, to take us down, right? Because according to the prophecy, one nation shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the other. So who's actually stronger? Jacob's stronger, right? But as the scripture said, except their rock and sold them. Right? The Lord had turned his back on us because we broke his commandments. Well,
Luke chapter 4 and verse 6. He was sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because he moved power to wrath, he was delivered unto the enemies.
Yeah, because we moved our Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, to wrath. Right? You know, as any father would have a son, right, and constantly disobeys, right, or break your command, what you're going to do, you're going to punish. So we were punished. Up until this day, we here serving our punishment. But Jake, what? They get comfortable, right? Jake start to mingle and mix and think that they're out of captivity, right? They forget the oppression, they forget the 400 years of slavery, right? Whereas this is what Esau already was planning on, you know? You know, when Esau said, forget slavery, slavery was a long time ago. That's what Esau was playing on, that you forget it. But the Heavenly Father in heaven doesn't forget it, right? The Heavenly Father said what he required, that which was past. And guess what? He said he was going to rouse up. He was going to rouse up Judah, right, against these nations. Because what? Judah is in the neck of the enemy, right?
Just read over there in Zechariah 9, it said he's going to pull his bow also with Ephraim. You understand? So that is both kingdoms.
Set up
that spirit between both kingdoms. I was prophesied to be in that land, America, the North Country, by falling under the oppressions of these devils. He ain't going to always remain in that position where we've been once trodden upon, like as you mentioned beginning, the Alabama brawl, right? Where you would have seen that was all spiritual. Look at it from a spiritual eye, right? Whereas when the ship docked, bigger ship docked, when there was Jake was asking Esau and his little vessel to get out of the way.
Yeah, because when they hear the story, right? That was the like the junior captain. the senior captain was on the ship, but I was the junior captain, and he had a radio in. I was telling them to move, and there was negligent
What does that show
and
us?
belligerent.
That shows that Esau doesn't want to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Alright, really and truly, he does not. He eliminated these devils from the elites of them. They're not in that vibration or they're not in that mind of getting out of the way. But you see, there's one comment that is going to forcibly move them out of the way. And it so happened that when the big ship docked, when it finally docked, that is when them jakes came out rolling up, right?
Hey, before it docked, Jake started swimming.
Yeah, he's 16 years old.
Jake jumped off of the ship swimming. Jake had a Jake that ran from up, come down. From up the stairs, come down. Right?
And folding chairs came out, right? And the blows began to be issued. One of the mic was actually thrown into the sea. You know? So the spirit of Jake is really stirring up today and it's going to escalate even more in prophecy.
There's Isaiah chapter 63 and verse 4. For the day of vengeance is mine, it is in my heart, and the year of my redeemer is come.
Who's the redeemed? The nation of Israel. Who they redeemed by? Their Lord and Savior Yahushua. Because according to the scriptures, Esau said in their heart, that's 144 right there. Esau said in their heart, what? Their own shepherds pity them not. Right? But according to Psalm 23, the Lord is our shepherd. Right? Yahushua is our redeemer according to what? Job. How do you say it? Yeah.
Understand? And we know that this Redeemer isn't what the Christian church presented to us. Right? That former Redeemer that the Christian church presents wants to redeem everybody, which makes no sense. Because to redeem something,
Redeem them from what?
From what?
Buy them back from who?
that is it. It had to be yours initially to get it back. You understand? To redeem it back. And the Lord, the Messiah, the Bible, he only had one people. He was born amongst one people. Alright? He even said, I am not sent but unto this people. You understand? He made it clear.
Like when enough I just saying that I was coming down the road and I saw a billboard with John 3:16 where they were saying, basically, you know, they're trying to push a narrative that everybody know, that whosoever know. And then I was like, I actually got a blessing in my mind one time. I was like, hey, Jakes really get fooled, but and I, you know, that's why when I do that, Jakes get fooled into that narrative because I watched a pastor around me the other day. He made a video on Unity, that Unity demon. So a lot of Jakes people in church, they on that Unity demon, like everybody coming together in that one banner. And they just fooled under that narrative. That whosoever. They just weird.
Says what?
Yeah,
Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Right? Which that word buy there goes into redeem as well. Right? But who redeemed us? Right? The Lord, according to Hebrews, he was the what? He broke the middle wall and the partition, and he was what? He was the redemption of our sin. Right? Unfair.
When you go back even to the law, there was a law cape that fell under Kinsman Redeemer. That's the title of that law. Kinsman Redeemer. Where you would redeem something that belonged to your people. You wouldn't go redeeming something that belonged to the heathen.
It wasn't every 7 years.
Seven years. Yeah, you understand? All these different laws that we had, was pertaining to amongst us. When you say love your neighbor as you love yourself, you ain't talking about the heathen living next door. Being that we scattered now, some of us might have East Indian neighbors, or we might be living next to the so-called white man, according to what community you're living, right? You ain't talking about us loving the person living next door, referring to loving those of your nation, those of your kind. Alright, that is who your true neighbors are.
It's 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 18. For as much as ye know that ye will not redeem with the corruptible things, as silver and gold, from your vain conversation, received by tradition from your fathers, but with the precious blood of Mashiach, as of a lamb without blemish and without spot, through verily was foreordained before the foundation of the world, but was manifest in these last times for you.
See that? It says foreordained. Foreordained. Foreordained by the divine will of Yahweh. Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, sent His Son, right, to be that redemption to the nation of Israel. You know, we just coming out here and claiming that is what He did. We claiming that. That was all a part of the plan of the Heavenly Father. We just bringing out that plan. Alright, we just here emphasizing on the will that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has set. Alright, and no one can change that. Alright, as the scripture says, there's immutability of His counsel. Alright, meaning it does not change. Malachi 3 verse 6. I am power, I change not. Therefore you sons of Jacob are not consumed. Alright, so the Lord was always focused about, the bringing back of His people, the redemption of His people.
Luke 1:68. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of Israel. Read scripture say there of Israel. Of Israel.
Yasha Allah, He princes of the power. Right? Prince is the son of a king, right? We are the princes before time we were called what? Sons of God. Same people. Right?
For He had visited and redeemed His people and had raised up an horn of salvation for us.
You sing it over and over again like a sweet song. Right? His people, possessive noun. His people from their sins. Right? You can only sin or transgress a law that was given unto you. Right? The laws of Trinidad might be the same laws of America. Right? In America, right, it's okay to have sex with a 16-year-old. In Trinidad, you have to have permissible. The age of consent is 18 years old. Right? But it might be different from here and Dominica or South America. Right?
Venezuela is 15. I think Venezuela is 15 years.
Right? But
Continue, it says, and had raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of His servant David, as He spake by the mouth of the holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
Which have been since the world began. So the Lord never changed. This is Hebrews chapter 13. Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 7. Yahweh Shai, a Mashiach, the same yesterday and today and forever. Right? When you go to Hebrews 1, he say what? He speak through Yahweh Shai. So how does he speak through Yahweh Shai? Yahweh Shai is he come in the volume of the book. The prophecies. The prophecies. Right? When you read Revelation 19 and 10, he say what? The spirit of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Right? So the understanding of this book is very integral into salvation. With salvation is not coming up for the streets, the whorehouse, or the bar, or the gambling spot. Salvation is to be saved from what? The nuclear destruction, World War III.
Some more here.
Yeah?
That we should be saved from our enemies.
And we should be saved from who?
Our enemies.
We have enemies. The enemy of our power is our enemy. Right? These nations are our enemies. Right? They don't seek our good, they seek our destruction. Right? For example, if you go to the story of Balaam and Balak, Balak being a Midianite or Balak being a Moabite king, right? And Balaam being a Midianite priest, right? Balak hired Balaam to what? To come curse Israel, right? These nations hate us, right? But Balak, right? Balaam told Balak, I can only do what the Lord tell me. Right? So 3 times he set him up to curse, and 3 times he blessed. And even cursed Moab. He cursed Moab and he prophesied about Amalek. Now Amalek is these Edomites that in rulership right now. They call themselves Hoosh. Right? They call themselves the Hoosh. You know? These are the ones, when they go into the history, the Khazars and the Ashkenazis, these are the that were up there in Europe. Coming out of the Turkish Empire, the Ottoman Turks, right? These are the devils that rule in today. They make up the modern Jewry. According to their book, the Encyclopedia Judaica, right? Right? According to their own encyclopedia, right? They make up the modern Jewry, right? And they are not. Well, in the book it says what? They are not Semitic, but Esau is Semitic, or Salakia, the original word is Shemitic, right? Esau is a Hebrew, because his father is a Hebrew. He's a Hebrew Edomite, whereas Jacob is a Hebrew Israelite, right? We are from the 12 tribes of Jacob, right? You Negroes, Latinos, and you Native Americans, but they are Hebrew Edomites. That's like how Elam, they're Hebrews too. They're not Hebrews too, they are Shemitic as well. Not Hebrew, Salakia, no, that's what they talk. They're Shemitic as well, right? They came from Sham, Elam. What you call it for the name is Indian. Why not?
Before you go to that, just to backtrack on what you say with Balaam.
Yeah.
It just goes to prove that the Most High of Hashem control both good and evil. Because basically in the modern day, he's the biggest Obeah man it's but he still taking command from who? The higher power.
That's right.
Just goes to prove that you people who think that you're running on the left hand side, when actually you're just part of the game.
Hey, the left hand side, if you believe it or not, the left hand side is just. Because without the left, you can't have a right. Because one have to validate the other according to the scriptures. Right? So he upright and being the sword against Jacob. But guess what? The Lord going to turn the tables right side up and we're going to be the sword against them.
Numbers chapter 22 and verse 18. And Balaam answered and said unto the servants of Balak, if Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the word of the Lord Yahweh, my God, to do less or more.
Yeah, he cannot go beyond the word. Right? You know what I remind me of? That remind me of when Samuel was coming into the priesthood. Right? Eli tell him, hey, tell me what the Lord said. You had to tell me what the Lord said because it's still going to come to pass. I think the Lord said, tell him everything I have to tell you. Yeah, so he tell him. It's not like if you lie to him, it didn't happen. It's going to happen. But men had integrity back then. You understand? What?
He said, my God, because no matter what nation of people you are, in fact, the Most High is God over you.
Yeah.
He's the God over all nations. He's the Most High supreme. Alright, does he favor you as a heathen nation? No. He favors the Israelite. But when it comes to doing service unto him and praising his holy name, right, and bowing before him, all nations has to do that.
Alright? Root validate that. Root say, like my God, even Moabite in Judith, who circumcised and thing as well. He was one of one of he tell hello, forget the name. Hello Phoenix.
Yeah, hello Phoenix.
Yeah, that don't come against that people unless it's sin. Like when you triumph over them.
This is Exodus 29 and 45. And I will dwell among the children of Israel, and I will be their power. And they shall know that I am Yahweh, their power, that brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, that I may dwell among them. I am Yahweh, their God.
Right. How did he make himself known unto us when you think about what happened to the Egyptians? Right? How did he make himself known that he's our savior and he's our strong tower and our rock? By the plagues that he brought upon the other nation. And this is how the Lord is going to show even more that he's the God of the Israelites or the God of the Hebrews when he brings great plagues upon these heathen nations, when he brings even the captivity of these heathen nations. When his son Yahweh returns and delivers the elect of the nation of Israel, and right changes them, gives them that new covenant, brings them down on the earth to reign and to rule supreme with a rod of iron over these other nations. Israel is going to know that yes, this is our power, and these heathens going to acknowledge it as well. They're going to acknowledge that yes, the Most High, Yahweh, alright, they ain't going to call him what they feel like. They ain't going to say you played yogurt, right? They're going to say Yahweh. Alright, Yahweh is the God to be feared. It's Malachi 1.
There's Micah 2 and verse 1. So like now Micah. Wait a second. Isaiah 2. I know that was in Micah as well. Isaiah 2 and verse 1. It says, I read that verse 2. It shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above all the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And many people shall go and say, Come, ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob. And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord Yahweh from Jerusalem.
And now we have these Jewish rats, pretending to be us, claiming to be us, right, under their 1948 plot, right, 1948 as we call them, where they entered into our land through the Balfour Declaration that they constructed, right, I believe that was in 1941, around that time they stamped that bill, all right, that letter that was sent, that Balfour Declaration that was sent to the Rothschild, you understand? And they in the land today claiming to be us, stolen our identity, but that doesn't fit this prophecy here. All right, what they did in 1948 doesn't fit Isaiah the 2nd chapter, neither does it fit Micah the 4th chapter. All right, because it says in that very said chapter, they shall learn war no more. Recent news, all right, Israel in war with some Arab nation, even when it is in 1948 they established the state, as they would call it, it had an Arab-Jewish war. All right, so the Lord basically confounded them even when they were claiming to be us. All right, because when the Israelites, according to the prophecy, regains our land, all right, is established at the top of the mountains, all right, in our own possession, in our own inheritance, there will be no more wars. Why is Israel today still at war? Why do they still have an enemy? Where is the other nations throwing onto them to learn the laws?
Where's the Savior?
Where is Habashai? Where's King David? Where are the tribes?
Where's the inner court, outer court for the heathen? Right now in Israel they have Christians, Jews, and the Muslims. They are the Dome on the rock. You have all the synagogues, and you have all that craziness going on up in there. And they don't have the original people.
Basically define a Jerusalem.
Where's the Lord?
Jerusalem still is a desert place. It wants it it's called date trees and putting in bees to say that the land are milk and honey. Like the philosophy that the Christian.
Yeah, a lot of force fitting. It's what these Edomites do. A lot of force fitting lies basically to put themselves in our position or put themselves within our lots. Alright, as prophesied in Micah. They will oppress a man and his heritage. They stole a man and his house. Alright, this is what they did. They snuck into our land. Alright, they scattered us through the four corners of the earth to build up their world, their kingdom, their Babylonian structure. Right? Their Roman revived structure. And they claim and pretend to be us today. But this work that we do is the revealing of them.
They take away and they add to the book. Right? Because the Talmud and Mark, brothers, New Jerusalem, brothers, Shabbat, there was the other young Jew, and 18-year-old that was coming out to synagogue about Kamuna book. Right? And when they was dealing with him, when they mentioned prophecies from the book of Revelation, he discredited that. They don't believe in the book of Revelation. But the Talmud doesn't have the book of Revelation. So what the scripture says, anybody who add and take away from the book. You understand? Because when they add and they take away from the whole nation of Israel, the true Israelites. Right, which is Bible described. Those are people robbed and spoiled. The Bible describes them as what? As the poor. Right? But rich in what? Rich in what? Spirit, rich in faith, rich in hope.
This book of Isaiah chapter 52 and verse 7, reading down, it says, how beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings. Woo! That publisheth peace, that bringeth good tidings of good, that publisheth salvation.
And what is good? What is good? Recompense is good. Payback is good. Right? But these devil heathens, they don't want to hear nothing about payback. Right? Like Jake came Monday. Was the feminine Jake that was here Monday. He didn't want to hear nothing about that God that going to issue payback. He just cool with being whatever he is. Reverse. He reverse. He upside down. His hair long and his beard short. He reverse. You understand?
That publish salvation, that said unto Zion.
This is what we publishing here, salvation. But the Christian church publishing peace, love, prosperity, all people coming together.
Lie.
Is it? Lie again. When you're preaching salvation, we have to understand it. Salvation is a people being
delivered or salvaged out of a position of difficulty, a position of straight oppression, right? And who is that people today that is oppressed? Who is that people today that need saving? Who is the people according to the Bible that salvation is for? These are the things when you're teaching salvation you had to tap into. Alright, there's a lot of other questions involving salvation that the Christian church does not seem to address. When they say salvation, they save mankind from sin. Which mankind? Which mankind was under the laws? Alright, which mankind broke the laws? Which part of mankind? Alright, the Lord, the Heavenly Father said, I will punish you for all your transgressions, and you only have I known. The Israelites. Alright, not all people. And so likewise, when you're talking about salvation, speaking of that common salvation that he executed years ago, or millenniums ago in Egypt, right? The salvation that he executed even going back to the time of Noah. Alright? He saved Noah and his household, who was a preacher of righteousness. Alright, and so likewise Noah representing the Lord's remnant, as the scripture says in Sirach 44, therefore was he left as a remnant, right? So Noah was a foreshadowing, even so, and his household of what the Lord is doing in this time, but what he's about to save an household. Noah being David, if you could receive it, right? Noah and the house was saved, the house of David. That's what the Lord is about to save. Alright, beginning with them.
It says, thy watchmen shall lift up the voice, with the voice together, they shall sing, but they shall see eye to eye, when the Lord Yahweh shall bring again Zion.
Yeah, the watchmen shall lift up their voice. And is the watchmen out here right now? The prophets. The prophets again, revived on the earth. We have Christian pastors. One main pastor, in fact, don't know his name, doesn't matter anyway. Another dumb pork chop pastor, right? Teaching that no prophets exist. Prophets don't exist no more, right? Prophets done away with. Now all you have is preachers. You know, a lot of nonsense.
Terry K. Anderson.
Terry K. Anderson, right? Terrible K. Anderson when it comes to the words. Alright? Doesn't know the words of the Heavenly Father, and the scripture warned us about men like them.
He wasn't sent.
That's right. Beware lest any man spoil you.
With philosophies and
But the watchmen are out there crying out. Alright, they're lifting up their voice, they're singing. Right? Why does it liken what the watchmen are doing to a song? Now you have different forums or platforms where people may go and speak. Right? You see people speaking, like you have a spokesman, motivational speakers, right? Motivational speakers, like Steve Harvey, you know, other prominent ones as well, like these so-called pastors and right, T.D. Jakes, and then they are motivational speakers, all right? They are not the men of the Lord, all right? And when they speak, you know, they might bring couple people here and there to tears. You know, it might cause people to really consider their ways.
Like Jake, when we Terry Anderson video, Terry Anderson talking about God has not bind Satan in hell, right? And Jake in the crowd like, yeah, pastor, yeah, yes, preach it, pastor, preach it, preach it.
That's more completion.
But you should say they make others that they will confirm the word.
You understand? But then the scripture talks about the watchmen singing. Because when you look at what singing does to a crowd, right? It moves the people. Alright? It can get you off your seat. You know, it gets things going. The vibration of singing compared to just random talking is different.
Yeah, example of that is Sister Act. When Lauren Hill made her premiere, I think it was her premiere. Lauren Hill was a sister. When she started to sing, people get up and like, woo! And they started
Even back then in war. Huh? In war, they used to kind of chant a certain things to stir up the people's spirit for war as well.
Singing used to happen. You saw lift the spirits up on the slaves.
That's right. So
That's
right. So this is why the Lord likened what we do to singing. Because this is of a higher frequency, a higher vibration that is today now awakening the elect, rousing up the elect into that spirit that we need to be in to face this enemy that we are that is in front of us. Esau Edom. Alright, because we in a war, literally. Alright? Wrestle not against flesh and blood, but with principalities, powers. And guess what? Jacob had to do that. Jacob had to wrestle against a power, basically an angel.
before he got that blessing of his name, that blessed entitlement. All right, Yasha Allah. All right, he had to wrestle, he had to fight basically on a spiritual level, fighting with a spiritual being. And this is what we're doing right now. We're fighting in a spiritual aspect to get our title, to regain our status.
This is Genesis chapter 32 and verse 24. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day.
I know that was in his first wrestling. He wrestled, went back into the womb, right? He wrestled physically against Esau, right? But that was in his last wrestling set. When you read along through his journey, right, of scripture, right, what he had to face in his life, he had to wrestle now an angel. He had to wrestle a spirit. Go ahead.
It says Genesis chapter 25 and 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived. And the children struggled together within her womb. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
And this word struggle, like when you check it up in the same verse, when you check it in the NIV, it tells you the children jostled. Right? They jostled together. They fought. They wrestled. They were adherents. As the next verse would say, there were two manner of people that was to be separated, not the same. Different character, different vibration, different spirit. Go ahead.
It says, and she went to inquire of the Lord, and the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
And we saw that being displayed physically in Alabama recently, the Alabama brawl, right? One people was most definitely stronger than the other, right?
And hey, that strength came also in unity, which that unity is what we see in the, it's like, it's the spirit of prophecy being fulfilled, because what's happening is that the Lord, going back to Genesis 49, is rising up Judah, right? Now once you rise up Judah, all the tribes going to follow.
That's right.
Once you rise up Judah, but Judah is what the head tribe. The Lord himself is a Judahite. Once you rise up Judah, all the tribes going to follow. The conquering line of the tribe of Judah. Israel king is Israel gold. Once you rise up the tribe of Judah, right? Benjamin is very strong. Saul was a Benjamite. He was tall, right? And Benjamites were fierce in war as well.
It took a combination of tribes
to take them down.
Judges to take them down.
Right? But let's go back to Genesis 33, because you fight that Jacob, our forefather, our progenitor, fought is the fight that the elect fighting right now. Right? They're fighting them spirits for that blessing. Right? Because at the end of all what we go do, what New Testament speaks about, what Paul speaks about, running a race. Right? They that overcome, they that fight until the end. It's a fight. It's a fight. What are you fighting for? What? They say there's a crown laid up. Right? The kingdom.
Genesis chapter 49 and verse 8. It says, Judah, don't act, he whom thy brethren shall praise, thy hand shall be in the net of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall mount up before thee. Judah is a lion's whelp.
Judah is what?
A lion's whelp.
It's a lion's whelp. Go ahead.
From the prey, my son, thou art brought up. He stooped down, crouched as a lion, and as a old lion, who shall rouse him up?
Who shall rouse him up? Right? So the spirit of an old lion, he comes just come and slap him up, take him, rough him up. But guess what? The Lord put back that young spirit in him. He put back that young spirit in him. That fair spirit in him. That spirit that bunks on anything. That's the spirit that rising up. Just before camp started, I showed the brothers, the brother GMS Inland Empire out there in LA. Right? He did a video of another brother sent him a video where going back to the Montgomery, Alabama brawl, right? Where there's Jake. Jake was saying that, for years, he and his neighbor don't speak. Jake, right? The neighbors are younger Jake, right? They won't speak. He said that, hey, he don't know. They just hate one another, but for no reason. Right? He said yesterday, when I don't know how old that was, right? He said yesterday I walk out of my porch and I watched Jake, and Jake watched me. Jake said, "Let's drink." He said, "Boy, I don't drink alone." But Jake asked me to drink, so I was going to turn on the invitation and say, "Yeah." And I went across, and we started hitting back them night in the kids or whatever. Right? He said, "Man, I don't know why I hate you." He said, "Man, I don't know why I hate you. Man, but you my brother, man. You see what went on in Montgomery, Alabama? You my brother, man." He said, Jake never sat in his car. He said, "Oh, Jimmy, run out to the bears." Right? What we gonna do? He said, "Hey, come sit in my car." And they sat in the car and they went to the gas station. He said when they went to the gas station, they come out. When they come out, there was bananas on the ground, red bananas on the ground. So he turned to young Jake. He said, "Hey, the blood's here." He said, all right. They went inside to get their drinks. When they came back home, the Bloods and the Crips were there. The Bloods and the Crips were there, and they was partying. He said what? He said they was throwing it up, they was busting the shots every shit, right? But it wasn't like fighting. They was partying. He said when they come out and they see them, the Bloods and the Crips pour up the beer in the air. Yo, we brothers. We brothers. The Bloods and the Crips. Who can do that? Read it over again. Read it over again.
Book of
The
Genesis
last
chapter,
part.
Genesis chapter
We will
49.
because it's a question. We're gonna answer the question.
49 and verse 9, it says, Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art grown up. He stooped down, he crouched as a lion, and as an old lion shall rouse him up.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai shall rise him up. That's right. Right? All things work to the good of them that love Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Right? So now we're bringing a unification of the nation. Go ahead.
This First Chronicles chapter 28 and verse 4. It says, "Howbeit the Lord power of Israel chose me before all the house of my father to be king over Israel forever. For he had chosen Judah.
He had chosen who?
For he had chosen Judah to be the ruler, and of the house of Judah, the house of my father among all the sons of my father, he liked me to make me king over all Israel."
Yeah, the Lord said he will raise up the tents of Judah first, so that the other tribes won't rise up against Judah. Right? That's what the Lord doing a spiritual work. These Christians can't tell you one ass what going on here. The scripture say comparing spiritual things with spiritual. It's a spirit, it's a whole different. It's from what Yahshua always said, we moving from glory to glory. Right? It's a moving from glory to glory. Right? It's not about us being out here in the streets anymore. Right? We moving fast. The brothers' planes getting strike. We moving quickly into what? Into what? Amos 8 and 11. Right? We seeing it. Yesterday, early on in this week, what happened? Early on in this week, what happened? It was yesterday or the day before that the phone network shut down. You can only yesterday that we can only get through with what WhatsApp.
Today, I know I find like I still can't get through mobile landline.
Landline from the G to be mobile play on landline.
I would take my but it's a pleasure to hear what for the I will hear one.
There is Micah chapter 5 and verses 8. On the topic of the Lord rousing up Israel in these times. Now, the understanding of it, whereas Jake's rousing up in a carnal sense, right? That can only go as far. You know, that is only going to go as, far as a couple Edomites getting their nose broken, right? Or their eyes swollen, right? But this rousing up that the Lord is doing on this spiritual side, where men around the four corners of the earth professing his name, right? Declaring these prophecies, right? Marching around Esau's wall spiritually or metaphorically with this word, this knowledge, is what's really going to throw him down until the coming of our Lord. As he said, wait ye upon me till I rise up to the plate. We out here as advocates to any violent move, right? Like Jake's will be on that nigga shit. Alright, but what Jake is doing right now shows that the Lord is literally rousing the nation up. But this is that greater rousing up. This is that greater rousing here, which is us regaining our spirituality. They fighting in the name as a nation.
As a nation coming together, because it's all about the nation. But this movement, these men you see here, in the rain right now. What the Lord says He's going to save the nation of Israel through what? The foolishness of preaching. Right? This labor here, this dedication here is not going to go unrewarded. Right? The scripture says in the land where you have been put to shame, you shall be given what? Glory and fame. Right? It's not going to go unrewarded. This work is doing something in the heavens. Right? Go ahead.
Micah chapter 5 and verses 8. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest.
As a lion among the beasts of the forest. The remnant of Jacob. So what? These men, some of us going to be the elect. Right? We don't know who we are. We don't know if we have the number, but we fight. Like Jacob, our forefather, we fight.
That's right.
Right? Not giving up. The scripture says, strive for the truth until death. Right? If it pleases the Father that we be of that number and our names are written in the Lamb's Book of Life, and we have that remnant, right? The remnant is going to tear the ass up out of all these heathen, predominantly, or firstly with Esau and Edom.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And if you check Jacob's spirit, he fought even though being disabled. You know, when that angel used that power and touched his thigh, that didn't give him an excuse to stop. All right? Yes, he was at a disadvantage there now, being out of joint, hip out of joint, right? But he continued. And there's the spirit that the elect have on us today. You know, the Lord had that spirit on his elect today, I should say. All right? And Lord willing, be a part of that number. Micah 5 and verse 8 finishing off, it says, as a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who if he go through, both tread it down and tear it in pieces, and none can deliver. None can deliver.
Yeah. This way seeing it. This is a spiritual work. Give me something on this.
Second Chronicles 7 and verse 14. If my people, which are called by my name,
So you see the importance of the name? Right? But for years Christians be calling upon Jesus the Christ. But nothing wasn't happening spiritually. Nothing wasn't happening prophetically. And when we mean prophetically, we don't mean sow a seed and you get prosperity and all that assness. You know? We're talking about concerning the scriptures, what was promised in the books of the prophets. Right? Hey, there are prophecies to be fulfilled from Genesis. From the first book.
that's right,
Right? The elder shall serve the younger. That hasn't happened yet.
till Shiloh come.
Till Shiloh come, yeah. Go ahead. Amalek. The destruction of Amalek. Go ahead.
You shall use thy head, thou shalt use his feet. Thine
That's right. Second Chronicles chapter 7 and verse 14. It says, if my people which are called by my name,
Who called by his name? Israel. Yasher Allah. Yeah. No other nation has his name. Right? Even these damn heathens, these imposters in the land where they say Hashem. When they hear say Yahweh Bah Hashem, it's the same thing. Hashem is the name.
If I may say, no other nation you're seeing, because if all other religion you're seeing any nation will come out and join it and you know don't partake, but how come no other nation choosing to mimic this and go on the street and say Yahweh Hashem Yerushalayim? But they are not. Because we really watch out that every other religion, everybody taking part and joining a kumbaya shit. But how can they are not come and be part of this kind of push that we pushing in?
The name of the Lord is dreadful amongst the heathens.
Sirach 17 and 10. Because the Lord didn't give them the name. Yeah. But when he say what he gave them his name, and with that he gave them what knowledge and understanding. He didn't give them, he don't want them to have knowledge and understanding.
Like I say, okay, cool, with a terror group. But you find all the Western nations and all kind of terror groups out there taking part and joining and in all kind of radical shit. But how come with that terror group and nobody is going to come and join the terror group? You understand? You understand the point I'm making?
Yeah. We is the terror of all terrorists then. We fighting terrorists. Terrorists don't want nothing to do with we. Terrorists don't want, I'm a the sixth Imam Yassim Abu Bakr, right? He had one of his top generals. He used to live by me. If he's still living, I don't know, whatever. But I mean, when him hanging around the corner, right? He hanging by the spot up at the police station, and he said, what? So I overhear them talking. He said, well, I'm telling you, all they know is that terror. Because something they had some, like they came out and they was watching them now, watching the ex-Muslim. He said, well, all they know is that terrorists, or one of the terrorists want to come and join the Hebrew Israelites. None of the terrorists want to call upon Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Bishop,
What?
this is Isaiah 41 and verse 8. It says, but thou Israel art my servant, Jacob whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham my friend. Thou whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, thou art my servant, I have chosen thee, and not cast thee away. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness.
Romans say what? How can they call on whom they have heard? Something like that. Right? How shall they hear without a preacher? When they call upon him, he's going to help thee. He said, fear not thou womb Jacob, for what a womb is defenseless, a womb is powerless. And that's how this well.
Alright, reading on, it says, behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. Thou shalt seek them, and shalt not find them, even them that contended with thee. They that war against thee shall be as nothing, and as a thing of naught. For I am Yahweh thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
Thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. The Holy One of Israel, the Redeemer of Israel. Again. So these other nations can't call on him because he didn't redeem them from nothing, he didn't buy them back from nothing. But the Israelites that look like these other nations, right? That of the name, of the elect, they're gonna get pulled out of that. They're gonna get pulled away from the destruction.
It says, verse 15, it says, behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth.
Having teeth, right? Because they have a scripture say, go and thresh. One thresh. I think I don't know about that. Huh? I have a scripture that when the Lord says, right, yeah, I have a scripture that says, go and thresh. What?
Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountain and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them, and thou shalt rejoice in Yahweh, and shalt glory in the Holy One of Israel.
Micah 4 and 13, arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horn iron. The word horn goes back to word power, right? For I will make thine horn iron, I will make thy hooks brass, spiritual power, right? And thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and will consecrate their gain unto Yahweh, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole world.
Isaiah 63 and verse 6. And I will tread down the people in my anger,
That's Yahweh Shai.
and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth.
Right, so guess what? What we're saying is that this whole thing is that it's going to magnify. It's going to. Esau knows it. The heads of Esau knows it. This whole movement, the whole spiritual change, the whole the apostles working out as a whole is a paradigm shift. It's a paradigm shift, right? Because certain videos, there are plenty of videos coming out of that Alabama thing. That's our long there racist. They're racist. Hey, brothers, bring it out locally that they used to sell slaves down there. Right? They used to auction us on the blocks down there. So you think, hey, watch it. The Lord bringing it back. The Lord bringing it back. But guess what? No, they have no power. They're powerless in this time, boy. They damn over. They damn over and high. Yeah, the Lord required. The Lord required. So it's only appropriate that the Lord rise up a spirit there now when Jake beautified.
See that guy can't swim. Let's see, he don't have to. When he was moving through that water, he said something was in the water pushing.
But I'm going to move real fast.
16-year-old.
But even watch his stroke, he can't swim.
Yeah, the way he died.
Yeah, he went, he jumped in the water. He like he was fighting.
I just saw the prize.
Even when he jumped up on the he was going into the forefathers of that place and push up and let them swim out there. But we know it's the angel.
Yeah.
That's still up something in man there. You see that the spirit still up in man there. For that end day that coming.
Them bareback men was meant from a ship crew, no? They throw up the jersey, them men that come to. Yeah. I walk up and hit them. They're a ship crew, no?
What spirit come upon them?
That lion whelp spirit. That young lion spirit. That young lion spirit. But I can't watch spirit.
That spirit doesn't have no mercy. Upon the old woman.
Even the older men of them get a spirit on them, it's a pop's crown, the one that even want to know.
The woman will sit down.
Pops have no mercy.
The woman will sit down on the thing. She still get the chance.
If I may say, young and old, little ones too.
None shall be spared.
No one shall be spared.
Ezekiel 9. Good on one.
Psalms 18 and 40. He said, Thou hast also given me the necks of my enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me, and I might set up the cells of Judah. He said, Judah, thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. And David said the same thing here. And son, I was going and happen on a major scale. Now you see them going in Alabama, going and happen on a major scale.
He so tell himself he could Jake a tap. And that, yeah. Like if now it's in the 40s or the 30s or the 50s.
And he read like a punk too.
Yeah.
Because he walk off and then he run back and he sucker punch him. And I sucker before it was a sucker punch.
Oh yeah, man.
He said they prayed, but there was none to save them.
We can afterwards, all them Edomites coming out, why you crown the old woman with that chair? She fucking
She see no on the ground.
Bang!
Yeah, because this is all due to our people. Our people not going to have no mercy upon them. You think you can do Jake's that? Hey, the Lord go rise up that spirit of Jake. Church on them. Before they get the real church.
Correct.
I got the real church on they get it. And let's get it. And let's know from people from the iron in my
You see the Edomite to dive in the water when he can't take it again.
I might get it.
Revelation 18 and 6 says, reward her even as she rewarded you. And double as the head, double according to the works.
Yo, so like, that's having fun music there, but that's something real Alabama shit. Alabama shit, you know? Yeah. Double on time. Because you people were wicked in your time. You all didn't serve Jacob with
Cruelty.
Yeah, cruelty. All that serve Jacob.
All you know, their forefathers could have been slave owners, you know. Well, you know, them could have been slave owners, forefathers, children, you know.
Exactly. Those people there, them spirits, these scale spirits come back again. Doing that shit. Yeah, and serve for them. Let's go there and chase them what the fuck. Because the Lord has asked him, that paradigm is shifted. Everything will turn over. I don't want to see something to fall to your shit, brother.
It's fuck shit.
The things that they do to us, and even worse, even worse.
You remember the old either my woman was telling me a story? It was not too long, it was like just mid last year, something that she came out, she was circulating. But she's giving me story of them barbecuing that nigga. And she had that evil grin. She had that evil grin.
And them Simpson them go stand up and ball. Oh, they go hit a woman.
Also, Jake with regards force and evil.
Hey, a brother was bringing out a video today where two Sims was like, why are you all on Montgomery? You all didn't see what's going on. You know, and playing it down as it was nothing. But it's something. It is something. That's right.
That woman was in the midst in the fight, pelting her.
She lash too.
And she had a gate. Come on.
Shall let that all together go unpunished? They shall drink at the cup.
This second is just 15.
What's that? It's when they say Avengers. You know, the man makes a video when Amas have to do so and I check on it.
Yeah, man, I see that video now.
You see the man pumping with the chair on the waist?
Yeah.
He had like a whole heap of chairs. He said, I feel like I'm for this black one here tonight. You understand?
Yo, that was mad funny. I really laugh. I like. Even when he all the man get.
The Lord say what? Proverbs 1, he said, I will laugh when your calamity comes. Yeah, it's a calamity.
The second is just.
No, they didn't have mercy when you gang up on this guy.
In the 90s,
Yeah, in the 90s.
Rodney King.
Rodney King. You all didn't have no mercy. You didn't have no mercy on what's his name? Over a lot of people.
Yeah, the big fat one who's selling Lucy's in New York. Right? Trayvon Martin. The list go on George Floyd. The list go on. They don't have mercy. Then the priest have come out though.
The second is just 15 and 15 for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another.
Yeah.
And swords in their hands.
And swords in their hand. Right? And this is in the green tree. Imagine when they're hungry, because when they read on, they're going to talk about the time for the want of bread. Right? This is in the green tree. Everybody happy. Them on the pontoon. Jake wants to take on a riverboat cruise. You understand? This is in the green tree. Alright, now Jake can take his shit. So imagine when Jake want to get food, and who have the food? Who have pantries full of food?
Yeah, man.
When Jake started teaching,
I was going to say something.
let's stop it. It's still going on.
Yeah, boy.
You know, there's one line up flat, and still going on. So when they say, no, Jake is going to stop.
The spirit and remember back what was done unto them without they even acknowledging
Like
it.
the same spirit, that's what you're talking about there. The same spirit you look for on Samson. Samson, when he done, there was a motherfucker about your land. Remember that? You was going to say something?
Because as you're saying now, when Jake's hungry, I made on a news report that the bricks in lunch they're $1, and it was equivalent to 50 US dollars, to $1 bricks dollar. And you know that's gonna be the top currency just now in November. So it means that America don't produce anything there. They just import. So then for them to import now, if you had to import a Jordan for 600, then multiply that by 50 now. So they're gonna be hyperinflation in America because China all them other bricks and use that currency.
Good news.
So they're gonna and die 50 now. So imagine when it really launched now, it might who knows, it might be 100 to 1 bricks.
Another piece of good news. Another piece of good news.
Yeah.
Another piece of good news. You remember they destroyed the Nord Stream pipeline? That was the pipeline from bringing the oil from Russia, from Germany to Russia, right? So what Europe decided to do was to bring a pipeline from Africa into fucking Europe, right?
They shut it down now.
They shut it down. Boy, Ham say, boy, a fuck of that. Ham say, a fuck of that. Well, they not pass it through my land when we not benefit. Yeah. So them nations, they mad. The nations are mad.
That's all they take up a ton, then proverb against.
Yeah.
All majority of the nations in Africa right now sided with BRICS. They had a map. Like all the nations with BRICS was in red, right? And it had like about three whole continent.
And then even some of the ones that was white, they say in the process of making alliance with BRICS. You understand? And basically Russia is the one who's going to guard some of them. I believe it was in but one of these African countries that fiercely stood up for Russia. With that vibration of Russia, showing up the flags, and then the rest of African nations. So the Lord put in that spirit on Russia to be a guard unto them. You see, it's all about what the Lord said in prophecy. You understand? When the Lord stirring up that bear, to fuck America up, like I did, you all watch the movie, I believe it's the Reverend. I see they might be Reverend where the bear came out and fuck up the sky. Real fuck up.
One of them big actors in that show. That Keanu is what's his name? Yeah. Yeah, he had also played there. Yeah, deal with them different.
That's how the bear Russia deal with America. You understand? We're gonna fuck them up with them nukes.
28, so there's something
Hey, I can't extort you, brother. Hey. See, I for the heat.
This morning, going cash free. So about morning, all four major banks began letting cash out withdrawn in various cities, making some branches cash free. The government took 1 million votes out of circulation. People are unable to withdraw more than 500.
Yeah, where is cash heading? No more. Where's money heading? I should say. Like where cash coming on the picture. So what is going to be a new form of money? This is what people are supposed to be focused on. And studying deeply. Where these elite bankers are heading with their currency. They're controlled basically because they control things through finance. As the elite, you want to know is the elites control what they have under their sleeves as the means of control. Is their money system, financial system.
Was that Rothschild who said that? Give me any nations. I care not for who. Is it?
Their laws.
Yeah.
Laws. They say you care not to sit on the throne anymore, right? But given control of a nation's money. You understand? Because the one who controls the money controls the masses.
Right.
Book of Isaiah 62 verse 6, because all these things that happen is happening via the reason why the Lord setting up the prophets, and what he said, he ain't gonna make the word go void. So this is just happening just like that, but it is happening by the command that he has given for. Isaiah 62 verse 6, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night. Ye that make mention of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, keep not silent.
What the watchmen used to do, they warning, right? We see the financial aspect of things changing, and the Christian pastor he changing along with it, right? Whereas they would have baskets, now they're trying to set up systems in the church where when you come with your card or your digital currency, you can still be able to invest, you can still be able to sow your seed, which is to fatten their pockets. Right, so they had the little what is called them machines again? Links machines. Right, with the links machine now that they're making sensor that you can swipe your palm, tap your card. That the ones that the church is going on advanced.
Hey, like when you go to Massey right down the road, Massey grocery around here. I think you better say in Barbados too. right? They have self-checkout. Self-checkout.
We also go on as well.
Alright, my
Massy stores and
yeah. But all the majority of these groceries, except for like the Chinese, they're underneath Massy. Because Massy warehouse is the big refrigerated warehouse down like Port. You see where opposite the National Stadium? Right. When it's parked up on the car before movie town, Massy warehouse. When it turn left here, it's like it went into where the car imported. Huh?
the barrels coming.
Yeah. No, not the bar. By the lights, by the lights. So when they reach by the stadium, right, the lights there. Right? The stadium here, the car, when the cars come in, it's right there. They're swinging left right there, and they're swinging back left. Right in the back there is a big refrigerator warehouse. All them groceries don't get taken. All they sell.
Everybody.
Yeah, man. Then I got like, you see how West Bees and all them shit? All of them on the Massy.
Look at this artist. Guess what? Massy's stores is the only stores that you get nearly all the US from back. No other small groceries could go, so they control. Them in control. Massy's stores in control. All the rest of stores had to come to them. Had to come to them for supply. Them getting the major. This is what the bank is telling so-called businesses that if you only get this amount, this much of that go towards the food and pharmaceutical drugs. With Massy's, so they go in control of all of this item.
So Massy is like the Trinidad Walmart.
No, we don't say that.
Serious way.
And when you check Walmart's future plan, is to have even digitalized shopping, where you don't even have to go to the grocery. You can, they're gonna be like a hologram, kind of hologram. It's a kind of hologram, set up a hologram of yourself. You understand? And someone hologram, whatever you see, appearing before you, and you're all doing shopping holographically appearing before you, and they carrying your children. They want to have a smart TV. They will have it shipped to you or dropped to your location or whatever. And that is how they're planning to advance digitalize.
And that is if you have enough credits to get what you want. And ultimately they're going to know what you want. If you like Gouda cheese, if you like cheddar cheese, all these things because you're going to have a record. That's what you should doing, you know. Right? These smart TVs, these smartphones, they work into your preference. Right? If you're watching porn on the phone, if you like them thick, you like them short, you like them tall, these smartphones recording everything. Right? When they go into all these things that they give them permissions, they're going into everything, they're going into their preference. Now when that movie was it wasn't Alita or one of them. They had one where this man, he was a computer programmer, right? And the boss invited, given a competition, and the boss invited to his private island. And the woman, the servants and things, he thought they was human, but it wasn't human, they was robots, right? But he made this one robot, right? He made this one woman robot to his preference, right? Again, he didn't know it was a robot, right? But you've seen all the women coming and taking care of them, whatever, serving, whatever, right? And when he went now, only 2 times already, he realized, well, to deal with it now, he realized that it's a robot, right? But what happened is that he made that robot from him, and the boss made the robot and set up the whole thing, the competition for him to win. He made it from his preference, so he used to sneak and watch porn and work, right? And the boss would tap into his account and see all his preference, all his favorite likes, what he prefer, and everything. And he made that robot specifically to him, and that robot seduced him. The robot seduced him so much so that the robot, even if it was AI, and realized that the boss was wicked or whatever and kill the boss. It was very, I forget the name of that damn show. When I remember now, I'll share the show.
Can. That song, I got a good movie.
This is therefore rejoice in heaven, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
If I was say, as you're talking on just with the scanning stuff, the public bank launching a new banking system. And guess who the pony that said be part of the pilot run? Me. So after they are traded and things online and the way how they going now, well, the public bank workers gonna get laid off. Because the way how that system is, they literally would not need any other people in the company. You're doing everything through Where John way? And I find it where they cannot choose me to be part of that. And throughout the whole meeting, I was down calling me out like a top.
I feel the guy inside.
Yeah.
Guy inside. Yeah. So we don't know exactly what's going on.
How long?
Yeah, boy. Weird enough, boy. I'm choosing.
We know Pokemon setup as you know, we did. The setup real technical, not everything via system.
Yeah.
What message sending to you? If it's not you, everything.
Real dread, don't get time. You probably back coming real heavy. That end cash now serious right now, don't get time.
All leading to Revelation 13:16 prophecy. See, it's all about prophecy, the prophecies that the Lord will fulfill. Which a lot of Israelite groups
Wesley Snipes, boy.
seem to want to speak against, like they are the so-called watchmen for Israel. Or what the scriptures say about their watchmen blind. You know, they can't back, they are dumb dogs. You see, the watchman's duty is to see the plans of the enemy, right? See the approach of the enemy, and to warn the people that are within the temple, warn the people that are within the city.
They don't even know who the enemy is. They're telling you what Satan developed away.
Some of them, the enemy don't give them a tip. The enemy give them a bag.
They don't even know there is yet.
I have a precept on something to bring out this. Ezekiel 3:17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Not the whole world, not unto the whole nation. Right? So the Lord don't care about them. He didn't come to redeem them. He didn't come to save them.
It's a salvation to separate from them when destruction comes. Will come to everybody. Move yourself from them.
Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
Tell them it's coming. Move away from these heathens. Separate yourself from them.
So like here. So the movie I was talking about was Ex Machina.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Ex Machina.
I saw that.
Right?
Ex Machina.
Ex Machina. It says Caleb Smith, a young programmer, gets a chance to become a part of a strange scientific experiment where he is expected to assess artificial intelligence by interacting with a female robot.
I think he ran away when he ran away.
Yeah, because the robot killed the boss. He fall in love with the robot. She used him. But the boss found that programmer in her. Yeah, she was made to his liking. Whatever you like.
And this is how Esau bringing his agenda to their liking, to the people's liking, all their convenience, right? When they gonna ultimately run away with it. You understand? Like that idiot did. You don't run away with AI. Don't run away with AI. AI, artificial intelligence created by Esau Edom today is not for your benefit.
Remember years ago they had a push. Think about it, years ago they had a push, a whole big thing about 3 years ago they had a whole big thing about sex robots. Okay, remember that? Yeah. The whole sex robot. So remember Esau telegraphing everything that they're going to do.
I think it's real now, you know. The habit of it,
Yeah.
I think them robots and them some of them you can deal with them.
When Esau put women with them crazy eyes, actually, watch them crazy eyes. When Esau put women out here with them crazy eyes.
You know she watching them for
Right? When Esau put them against you, spray that shit in the air, put them against you. Right? We expect. Men just looking for that, for the punani and they don't want to hear it. Right? So they might, some men might just go to the robot. Not me, I'm looking for waiting for your house. Waiting for your house.
Woman, just a woman will be out taking the pass over about it. Yeah. They were so much fucking pushing them out.
That glory coming just as fast as the destruction of God.
The book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verses 8. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Prophets will speak on the prophecies into life. All those prophecies will come to life because prophets will speak into life.
It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan,
with all power and signs and lying wonders.
One of the biggest lies this is the MOT. So all this technology that you have, I have people saying, as it says in Revelation 13 chapter, where it says, he's able to make war with the beast. Whoever they good, because they worship the beast. You can stand against him. Because look at all the things that he's doing. They have all this technology. I don't know. At a fingertip. Understand? It takes some nice, you have H-line, you have automobiles, internet,
Satellite. From the satellite, you can see everything. The satellite watching straight on you. Going to Google Earth. Google Earth will give you a real-time image. Not even an image, a real-time view of your house.
You see the kind of cars they make, technology that we don't need. Nice and good for that truck.
And then ultimately going to upgrade his monetary system to soul, everything that he already thinking. And the monetary system back what? Human money. You don't be able to replace that. We are buying our mechanical lines, I don't believe that you think that highway world is to do that.
Normal, I can't do.
Put something in your brain that
Don't listen to the video on that.
Like you don't say all the signs and the power and signs and lying wonder. All that thing is lies, right? Because the whole Lord did that. Without having to go through all these technicalities, he just said it. And if you're blind, so.
This is the fourth industrial revolution. Industry 4.0, the fourth industrial revolution, and 4IR all refer to the current era of connectivity, advanced analytics, automation, and advanced manufacturing technology that has been transforming global business for years. So that we're basically talking about, and this is the ISO agenda, fourth industrial revolution, a technocracy. And who's been bringing all these things? The prophets and the Lord.
Monetary system. Monetary system and it's good. It behind and backward. Everything else digital, and the monetary system is still paper transaction for the most part in the world. That had to stop. It be so mind that had to stop. Somehow or the other, you gotta find a way to make money digital. One. And then ultimately, put your money. It's just not your money. You track it along with it, putting everything in one. Put that on you. Let that stick on you. Price I stick.
Let's say you want to be like owner. That chip. You want to check you and you think it. Put thoughts in your mind. Control.
And then right here in 2 Thessalonians, it says his coming is after the working of Satan. One thing that Satan did a lot. Well, did it to Judas, entered into it. You understand? At a point where Satan is coming to you. And Esau's we are entering into it, coming in that vibration of Satan is through that device.
The one is scripture say when men sleep, see the instruction. He gonna be able to see your instruction also.
To put thoughts in your mind.
Yeah.
You know?
It's simple. It's very simple because Satan know how to, when I say Satan, sorry, the devil know how to, what frequencies to make worms go in one direction, or to them go in another direction.
See that one out? When the man come at the ground with some kind of thing and they rub it and it just started coming out of the ground.
Yeah, I said that.
Them no frequencies.
They know
Well
frequencies.
enough.
Right, and this is your body made up of whatever percentage of water. Water is manipulated by frequencies. Right? Like being a car audio. Right? Car audio. The frequency of car audio can make metal and glass look like water, wave like water. You understand? It bend like water. I tell them that.
If I may say, frequency, especially maybe in sonographic or some ultrasound waves, they just pass through better through water basically. You get a clear image now. So water is an important part of this frequency.
This movie, I don't know if you ever watched this movie, Teen Wolf. When I thought the last time and the man saying, the old man come and tell him, he say, hey, I know your frequency. When the big wolf, big beast wolf come and the man come and rest a device right on the wall, you see. And Snow is the dread doctors and he stop them from phasing. He say, hey, that's right, I know your frequency. And he just rest a little device right on the wall so. And some big scientists can move. And them going through wall.
Was that? They close Tyrone. And
See how good?
yeah. I watch well, I kind of watch Megalodon, but he the Chinese man in Megalodon, the CEO, the boss, whatever. He was the big shark. That frequency is popular thing. He pressed that thing and said that frequency and the shark will eat it. Once he pressed that, the shark will eat it.
Because remember, you ever saw what they did this experiment with rats? They put some rats in a cage and they started sensing the frequency in terms of music and played for them for a whole 24 hours. Next day they come, the rats and them kill each other and things, basically just clean out each other and things.
I can't take it.
And then they put like normal nice music and things with the rats and they were living in harmony and doing this thing until so since one music, the rats was in war with each other, the next music in harmony, and they did it as well with plants. They play all kind of rock music and all kind of thing for the plants all night. The next time they turn the plant dead and they play harmonious music and thing and the plants are then striking. So they are tired.
Simple as a word, simple as a word. It's always showing that you put water, 2 glasses of water side by side, same glass, same condition, and you come to one glass and say it full. Mean things are one glass, and the other glass will say loving things. That glass will say clear, and the one that you say hateful things will turn black. It come, the frequency of things comes to top level.
Alright.
It's coming to the spirit.
Nuclear level.
He living longer than real people out there. Real people coming and dying young to whatever. And he just be like a fucking demon on the
Course, and everything can move. Because the prophecies to be fulfilled. I start with the Moses and the Lord, the prophets. He speaks to us, his servants, the prophets. So us being on the scene, out there on the highways and byways, speaking in sincerity and in truth. Well, the Lord says you can't serve them unless you serve them in sincerity and in truth. These words that we speak, the doctrine has to be correct. Right? You can't be out here saying the Most High in Christ. Christ isn't in shit for you, but keeping you in captivity. Christ giving you false information. Yeah, because the word Christ just go back to Christus, which go back to anointed. Right? The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. Right? But the scripture says it was the Solomon 7, right? She's the pure influence, and her breath goes through every living thing. Her breath goes through every little thing. Living thing. You understand? That's pure wisdom. And that steps to how Allah should now shine. Right? So you have to know who you're giving glory to. Let's say knowing whose gift she was, then that at that point was wisdom right there. Right? You can't know anything unless you give it. Right? So we vex at we mad at Terry Kia this way. What's the next Gino Jennings? Right? Chili snakes and people dollar. Right? But the Lord angry at them. And the Lord said what? He said what? We deceive and deceive our mind. Right? But I say we're not vexed that we understand and the Lord set them up. The Lord set them up because the Lord said what? He said, I will choose your delusion. Right? So you Christians, you are deluded. And the Lord choose the delusion to put you underneath. He said that God, the Lord said what? Your conscience is seared as with a hot iron. What that mean? The seal of faith. Your faith seal Lord. Right? When they get when they watch them long time Western. Right? When they get a bullet wound. Right? What they will do, they'll come with the knife, they will heat the knife in the flame. Right? They'll pull out the bullet. They'll heat the knife in the flame again, sanitize it, real hot, and then they will seal off the wound. That's how it seals off from infection. The Lord seal on it all from this truth. 2/3 of the Christian. Right? That's why you can't receive it. That's why he said to the elect in Revelation 14. Right? He said they were like what? Virgins, meaning to say that their mind wasn't penetrated with any other philosophy or doctrine. What
Book of Ezekiel chapter 14 verse 6. It said, therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of power, repent and turn yourselves from your idols and turn away your faces from all your abominations.
Hey, Christians who go to church and talk about John 3:16 whole day. But what St. John message was? John the Baptist. What was his message was? Hey, it's John 3:16. Whosoever believes in Yahweh shall.
Yeah, you see the anything coming out of this stuff. I see like that.
You're right. You're right. But no, but I mean, that he has fulfilled Revelation 22 and 11. That the filthy remain filthy. You know? You're just unjust.
When the sun's up on you, I just don't want to believe what I say. You just tell me that to them. I just don't want to believe what I say.
The Lord prospered on the night. The Lord prospered.
When I spread out to say that shit in the sun. I like you realize what he said.
Lord don't want him. Some a spirit resisted him on the right hand like Joshua. Yeah, just read it over.
Man, actually say it. You're making sense. I just don't want to.
Ezekiel 14 and verse 6. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, repent and turn yourselves from your idols.
Yeah, John the Baptist, people hear that message of repentance. Repent, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So then what the Lord saying here now through his prophets, repent. Yeah, the Lord say what? Acts say what? In the time of ignorance, he winked. Now you require all men to what? Repent. Right? Turn back to your power, you have Hashem Yahshai. Turn away from your idol. Right? That idol profited nothing.
Things that James would have set up as God. Like and today, see technology, being one of them idols set up with James look up to. He saw Edom, in fact, Esau's way of doing things, science, and other James look up to that, see that as the supreme knowledge on it.
That was the mantra through the whole plan to make it past 2 years. Right? Trust in the science, trust in the science. But what did the Lord say? The science so falsely called. The science so falsely called.
You know, I was watching before this is Blacks. He back online thing on Fatima, and he was just before he then, he see big enough Dr. Palsy and all of them, and he say, yeah, they say long time, it used to take 5 and 6 years, and he's singing his song, man, to develop XYZ, but now they say 6 months time, and he started dancing, only deep. Turn over like a chicken with your foot up in the hospital. Big fat when I watch that, I say, yeah, boy.
Yeah, all praise to say about Yahshai. Yeah, he get charmed. He try to charm the serpent.
Yeah.
You understand?
Take him out quick. That's right.
What did he say?
He say that long time, falsely and them did say that it used to take 5 and 6 years to develop the juice. But he say now, 6 months, technology has increased. And he started singing, but he said, if you're church, man, you go see God. You know that song he said?
Yeah.
And shortly after that, he dead.
It's like he performing now.
Yeah.
But he still on the music and he talking. And yeah, he talking. So it's like he bring it in as a hype now. Bring it in as a hype now.
Wait, witchcraft your thing now?
No, he's the jab, the yap.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
right.
You're dead right after.
He dead after that.
So you went on take it.
That next ambassador too.
Yeah.
Ricky J. What about Ricky J?
No, it was Kenny J.
can bring ambassador and take the job. I'm an ambassador. Spread them out, spread them out.
Fucking 19 XOX.
Shaka Hisla, footballer, and he's doing now. Report. He just
Major things.
He was on Fox. He was for Fox Sports or something
like
like
a big sports announcer, commentator.
and ESPN or something like that.
This is what going with them. Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 17. Right, Jeremiah 17 and 5, I believe.
I think as we're just here to get COVID and then
It says here, Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whoso hath departed away from the Lord.
Yeah. He don't wonder after the way I understand that shall be the congregation in there. For all of them too was blaspheming. A whole heap of them was blaspheming. Giving praises to the doctors and all this different type of thing. Right? To medicine. Right? They said have some old ass, stupid ass jig. Right? The only mandates for mask and thing going. And it's still proud. And still going to be, don't talk to me, yeah, I want no mask. And everybody they're doing so they spraying hand sanitizer.
Biggest foolishness.
They still have old ass jig like that. Old ass jig, big man and woman, big and they over 50 get on like that, behaving like that. All the evidence and facts. They come like Jake who right now, Jake who partying. When I say partying, not literal partying, but campaigning, right? Because elections coming up, right? It's like they're not gonna give up. They're not gonna give up time and time.
And they're insane.
And then they keep repeating the same. They just don't care.
Exactly.
It's not like, you see, I believe they're saying, man. It's just that they don't care. It's like a cult of yeah. It's like a cult of personality with that too. It's like black, Indian, yellow, red. You understand? Green.
Say black power. Say Kamla tried to give all the Indians the shoot.
That's why the Lord said in Proverbs, he said, what to teach subtlety to the simple. These people are simple out here. Don't think you're, hey.
That big old Jacob, I talk about old man. Now the barrier old man. They should have some sense.
They had a young Jake, a neighbor, right? Young Jake. He about probably about 10 years younger than or more. He used to pass here because he was living up St. Joseph family. So you see, he know, they don't like it, they like to give a connotation, it's over flattering. Boy, you're a real good boy, take the thing, So boom, you know when you look off the world, but I end up entertaining them at time, our home doing some work, he end up there, I entertaining them. And Jake wanted to decide to have a philosophical argument with me. An argument, because he's trying to come with his doctrine and his belief. And I have to show Jake, you don't know shit. What you're watching in the documentary, you know thing? It's not deep at all. Tupac, he ain't fucking deep. Tupac wasn't a philosopher.
Kill them.
That's all.
This is the book of Job chapter 40 and starting at verses 11 it says, cast abroad the rage of thy wrath and behold everyone that is proud and abase him. Look on everyone that is proud and bring him low and tread down the wicked in their place.
Yeah, tread down the wicked in his place. Everyone that is proud, the wicked is proud. The wicked is proud. To be wicked is proud. 6 things I hate. 7 is an abomination. The first thing you Lord put is up what? Proud look. And who's that proud astute man? Who's that man with that astute proud look? So, right, the second man is more. So he called Esau the most proud. Oh, I had that queued up. That was Job 15. Right? Look at the first part of God.
The book of Job. Job chapter 14 and verses 5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
So ultimately, that's his pride, right? He built his nest on high, his satellites, his ISS, International Space Station, right? That's his Elysium, because they started to put gold, they started to send gold-plated pods out there, right? Luxury pods out there. You have the owner of Virgin Mobile, Richard Branson, and Jeff Bezos. They're responsible on what? Commercializing this space travel to be able to go back and forth to get to what? To fuel and supply the pods, right? For the commercial space travel between what? The rich, the elites, right? They show you that in 2012 and different other movies of that. Elysium was one, right? Only Richard Opulent, they don't say, well, though you build your nest amongst the stars, right? I shall draw thee down. If they go and dig into the clefts of the rocks, what you have hundreds of stories on the ground bunkers. Or as you did have, I think I don't know if you had a tape thing, the video you was putting on dumps deep underground military bases, right? And then they even had an expose on that about a year or two ago when we was going through the COVID, right? Where they were saying that like ex-military men is who they was hiring for. To be the security in them dumb, right? And then they had questions concerning these men turning against the rich and opulent, right? Turning against them and taking the supplies that they have there, because that military bases, them dumps, right? Those are the fallout shelters for what? Nuclear war. For when the missiles hit, because the elites know that the missiles going to hit. The elites know the missiles going to be shut off. There's only these dumbass Jake who have all these philosophies, like Jake Monday. I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe Ben. The Lord say he coming with vengeance, Isaiah 46. Right? I don't want to believe in a vengeful God. I don't believe. Ultimately, you believe in the Bible? No, he won't answer because he don't believe in the Bible. How we know that they're spirit? You don't have to say. You don't have to say. You don't have to say I don't believe in the Bible. As the brother no quote Romans 3:3. So what if some don't believe? Right? What Revelation 21 and 8 say? Be fearful and the unbelieving. The whoremonger, all these men shall have the part in the lake of fire. Right? We don't care if you don't believe. But our job is to come and to teach. Right? Even the way that we teach, we don't teach as we used to teach before. We used to come out here really beckoning with the hands, screaming at the people. Right? But we believe that at this stage, as the apostle said, that the elect already sealed. But the prophecies have to be fulfilled. Because after the elect sealed, right, you have the MOT need to be passed, right, and then WW3. Alright? You have concentration camps, you have Jacob Trouble, you have all these prophecies to be fulfilled.
The book of Isaiah chapter 34 starting at verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it.
Yeah, let all these 17 other, these 18 nations. 18 nations. But starting when the head tribe is what? The nation of Israel. Right? But there's 17 nations. There are 18 nations, right? 18 nations. All you all come in here. Moab, Esau, Edom, Ishmael, Bang, Hagan, all of your nations come in. Come in. Well, they come in. Come in here, what will happen?
Says verse 2. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
What indignation means? What? Righteous anger. Right? The Lord has a righteous anger, a righteous vexation against all the nations. They say all their afflictions, I was afflicted. Who was afflicted? The nation of Israel, 12 tribes. These fucking imposters that claim that the Holocaust was the worst thing you would ever see. What about the real Holocaust? Right, Jake, over 1 million Jews, right, that was put to death in what the triangular slave trade. Right? That's what the Babylon. It's about to talk about over 1 million Jews being what? Being shipped. Fled into the interiors of Africa, the west, in 17 AD, right? And then what? They have over 1 million Jews that died in triangular slave trade. So much so that they have a natural, I forget what they call it, like a path, a trail in the sea when the sharks, like they have like a hereditary path. You see, like we have the leatherback turtles going up Toko Salve, going up that side there. You have the leatherback turtles, they come to nest. They always come to nest, but what happened? They will leave here, right, as babes, go out till 100 and how much million years old and come back. They always come back and nest right here on the same shores, right? That's what they do. The sharks do the same thing, but the part that the sharks take is the same part that the slave ships used to pass. Because why? Jake used to be committing suicide, right? Jake used to be thrown overboard, right? Esau did that. So the Lord is coming back with that righteous indignation to pay back for all that. Right? The Lord said, with all their afflictions, I was afflicted. From roaming us up in Africa. Right? Deuteronomy 28. He shall smite them with madness. Right? Right? Go ahead. Isaiah 34.
Isaiah 34 and continuing at verses 2, it says, for the indignation of the Lord Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh is upon all nations.
It's upon all these nations. Right? And you have Ammon, the Japanese.
Same thing I imagine.
MSG is one thing that is put upon our people. You see cheap Japanese and Chinese. You see that cheap Chinese food? That Chinese food, it's full of MSG and that's it. That's what dumbs down the nerves, it kills the nerves, right? Dumbs down your mind and calcifies your pineal gland, which is a spiritual center, the communication between you and the Most High. These people come together to fight against the strongest people on the planet, the supermen. Really and truly, Esau and these nations are all fucking Lex Luthers. Esau and these nations are all Lex Luthers. When Dr. Sebi went to Africa, right, when he said what? Dr. Sebi had this mantra, he said what? They brought us from Africa, but they didn't bring our food, right? He said they didn't bring our food, and they gave us a different type of food to eat. All this high starchy food, this is what causes eczema. This is what causes constipation. This is what causes diabetes. This is what causes celiac disease. Testosterone. You understand? Beer. They give us beer. Beer is a cheap alcohol. These people say, give strong drink until him that is ready to perish, and wine. Right? The Lord, when the Lord was on the cross, what they offer him? They'll offer him wine mingled with milk. That's what easy pain.
Honestly, for the past 2 weeks, I changed my diet totally. I wasn't really eating no sort of heavy foods, just more grains and real good grains and fruits and things like that. And yesterday was the first day I ate beef soup, but in a long while, I'm full and whole day today I sleep. My body can't catch you fucking self.
I on it for about a week, right? And the majority of the things that I eat was quinoa, salad and beans. You understand? And drink smoothies.
It's Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse 13. It says, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their bread, or eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them.
Yeah, because what? The food that we eat is supposed to give us energy like that, right? But the food that we are given to eat, cheap food, the affordable food, is food that fighting against our health, our immune system. Fighting about mucus, heavy mucus, heavy inflammation. So it impairing the human body. Right? But you know what? You have to believe when you have Hashem Shai. Right? To really get that and pray and ask for that discipline. Right? That they can do without eating these things that they've been seduced into eating. Right? For you stand up in the city where you smell KFC, Papa John, all these different things. Sit up, the champions are the putting up in the air. Right? They have them extractor fans pumping it in the air. You know why? To to draw you in. Last time you saw what he cut to Pepe Le Pew. And Pepe Le Pew, fella female. Well, he up in the air and he floated to what she saw. You understand? Yeah, that's right. You understand? Or Tom and Jerry. Right? When I'm Jerry, see a female mouse. You understand? He behind the perfume. You understand? That's what he saw doing. He saw seducing you and using this enchantment against us. But guess what? To the Leka Yabashi Shine, to the Israel of Israel, we say there's no enchantment against Jacob.
These are part of the enchantment after the 4 heaters. That against it gets you all lazy.
Yeah.
Right? Kick for you into that state of where it's called.
That almost have the itis.
Yeah, the itis.
Which is ethnicity.
And then them TV shows that you want to sit down and watch that. It's a whole bag of filth anyway. Right? And Jake go exercise. So Jake eat, lie down in front of the television or on the bed, sprawl out.
Couch potatoes.
You know, not being physically active and then you have obesity.
Hey, Salak, you know, it's years now I have not been avid TV watcher. I would watch, when I say I watch TV, I would watch a movie, in fact I watch a spiritual movie. And when I watch the television, my programming is radio stuff. It's news. But I can't sit down like a child and watch cartoon all day and watch. I can't even watch local news. Like watch the whole segment of local news. I read news.
That's the anime I will watch, but well, actually Netflix is my channel to drop this thing. As soon as I pull on a movie, I wake up like 2 o'clock in the morning, tick on the TV. I literally can't watch a movie again. Right?
Yeah, what I'm saying is like, you know, when it was before prior to this shoot, you gotta sit down and literally be programmed by the TV. I can't do that anymore. The TV have a put everything. The script they say use the word and go up, use the word. Right? It's like that for me. I can use the TV for that purpose. I sit down and watch a movie. Right? If I can go through the whole movie, I can go through the whole movie. If I can't. Right? But I'm going there with a purpose. So watch news, either play some kind of music or some kind of thing. Right? But I'm not gonna sit down there and be watching TV whole day. I can't do it. It's not limited with anything.
No weapon form against thee shall prosper. Food, TV, entertainment, all that is weapon. It's all weaponizing.
Entertainment is a distraction. Yep. Entertainment is a distraction. You don't want to be distracted. But when the enemy come in and you looking this way and they come up from behind and they bust it in your head.
What it means, entertainment means distraction. Distract you from what really taking place. When you wake up.
Like that dopamine and all these social media.
You do a video on the social media. Dopamine and social media.
That joy, you get yourself hours just sliding and scrolling on TikTok or Instagram. Hours.
From your devices, you light a frequency. That is drive away sleep.
Light. The colors of the spectrum have different frequencies. I'll try and see if I can pull it up. Right, they have different wavelengths and they create different behavioral patterns.
As I say, you flip there and you realize that 2 hours gone. Oh shit.
Because when you subscribe to
2-3 hours gone and it's easy.
the same way you can search on YouTube for anything, you can search on TikTok for anything. You have to know how to use it. The same way you can Google for anything, you can Telegram for anything and get put into a group where you get information. The thing about it, you can get information, not only information from this present time forward, you can get information from back. That's really beautiful thing about Telegram. Right? But you have to know how to use the word but don't abuse the word.
That is it.
You have to know. Look how much years ago, I was telling you about TikTok. I say, hey, yo, bro, you can use the TikTok. But why I subscribe to doctors, pathologists, right? People who was into the herbs, the electroculture, these different things.
And then the algorithm where you're watching, they go send you things like that.
It's like the ups.
I tell you what to use these I don't know the wheel.
Got a channel.
Can't let it take control.
Inside joke.
Can't let it take control.
You make anything look bad, buddy.
I take control a couple of times. I tell you that it's true never die.
Little Amario,
Take it those days though. Next thing you have video drop tomorrow.
Bread and circuses on Wikipedia, right? And it says bread and circuses or bread and games from Latin panem et circenses is a metonymic phrase referring to superficial appeasement. Superficial appeasement. No superficial, right? Get you
Tell him. Superficial means anything on top you can see.
surface, shallow. Shallow or surface.
Surface.
Surface. So there's that piece you're on a surface level. That's your mind right here.
Yeah.
Bread and circumcision, right? Whatever that I do with all these movies, the entertainment, all of that now. So I remember bread and circuses, or bread and games from Latin panem et circenses is a metonymic phrase referring to superficial appeasement.
So we went back to the Latin because that was something used in Rome. And in Rome, we live in today in a Rome revived system. Right? Then evening was healed, and then revived all the artisans in Revelation 13. Because that the image of that beast should speak. And brought life to that image of that beast, reviving the vibration of ancient Rome. Because the same people that was ruling in Rome that are ruling even to the Edomites. Alright? So, as the scriptures say, we're not ignorant of the devil's devices. Right? He's not going to have the advantage of us. So, bread and circus that he set out, they got jakes, apart from being hooked on television shows, they hooked on the games. The music, food, bread.
Bread also, because when you watch commercials, always in your face, like I give the break, I'm going to show you about 4 commercials, 4 different restaurants. And the bring the food so that taste in the face and your soul. Yep. And all of a sudden, it's the eat, the entity. Eat, the entity. Keep your mind calm. Your mental
very like
rats. Because if you take away that, what's the next? But back then, all the take reach it.
and there should be a wrong one without
Remember you used to write letters to Gail and thing?
yeah, I do that.
Write love fucking letters.
Can.
Everything all that. Long as those days.
Like we here, writing letters.
When I bring out that book and they might read that book.
Hardy boys.
Read you.
Yeah.
But to take away that reading from you.
And the next thing they do too, they make books so expensive now. They will have all the good information. They make it all kind of 500 US, 5,000. I would lie, Russian icon.
It's all kind of 5,000 US.
You can't buy that at a Jake. So they hide things in book knowing that we not going to read.
With Columbus, with a kind of rough drawing of Columbus on it.
But I wasn't sure if I got trapped.
So like this is the like different wavelengths. Colors have a different wavelengths of frequency. I'm trying to get it with the wave pattern itself, what they have it, different frequencies. So So like violet is 380 millimeters to 450 nanometers. Let me see if I can get it then I can show you. Alright, so the different frequency or wavelength influences or impacts your mind.
Is Revelation 1 and verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Blessed is he that readeth. And one of the main reasons why them books go up so high is because he saw from the elites of them starting to understand that so-called black men, Latinos and Native Americans around the world, they get into the habit of reading more. To this work being pushed. Being pushed by the elders and apostles. Going back to 2007, they jumped on the YouTube platform and brothers began to wake up, and get into studies, studying as the scripture says to show yourself approved. So men began to read more. So they make these things.
Alright, sister.
How you do?
And that is the result of not really studying and reading. Praise Yahweh. And you praise Yeshua. Another example. When you don't study and you don't read, you will live your life praising Jesus. You will live your life praising Yahweh and all the wrong names. Alright, because when you get into studies, Hebrew especially, you come to understand there's no E in the ancient Hebrew. Right? So that cancels out Yahweh if you know how to spell. Right? Now cancel out Jesus when you do your studies again. Because the letter J, right, is a Renaissance letter created in the year 1524, alright, by John Trucino, right? So Jesus Christ is out the door when you read and you study. You understand? But a lot of people don't do that thing.
You're going too deep by it. Simple as it. Them spirits on them.
But I spirits are Jacob too now. They ain't dwelling in them.
Spirits on them is strong.
I stopped because I cannot.
Instead of going to history, accurate. That history that is teaching you instead of going to get accurate history. Only how you're going to get accurate history when you line up with the scripture. That's right. You don't get more accurate than the scripture.
That's right.
Any scholar will tell you, you won't get more accurate than this. And then you take secular and then add it with this. There's the explosion going on in your mind.
This is the thing that they're going to teach you in churches. They're going to teach history. History is so important. If you don't know history, you will not know what is going on in the scripture. You will think some bullshit that they're talking about when they say speak in tongues. The reason why I speak in tongues going on is because you all don't know history. You don't know what's going on. What happened to the tribes? How they split up? Why they were speaking different languages? It's actually languages they were speaking. That nonsense comes from plantation Christianity. Right?
All they do is superficial appeasement. Bread and circuses.
And sing frequency. And sing the frequency.
Music. Party. The exposed black churches. Expose it to the full. When they drink the grape juice, what do they return to? They return party. You see Granny twerking in the church and man began to so. Now you gotta go around in churches.
That's singing that repeating one thing over and over. That is witchcraft. They're actually putting a spell on you.
When it comes to singing this song,
That was one movie, boy. What you say? I put a spell on you. That was the song.
See, the songs that the scripture is talking about and it's supposed to be seen. This is the scripture that reading the scripture that I'm breaking it down. We're not going to read prophecy. Why is this something you do so?
Like when I used to go to church, people used to be saying, I say people around me saying, they can't wait for song service because you used to have an end, a beginning song service and an ending. And I used to can't wait to hear preaching stuff. For my little child, I want to hear wait till this man go and preach and say, what? David and Goliath thing. I want to hear preaching, but them, the majority of them all them want to hear these songs. Now there's guy feeling that they say that they get enough gas for the whole weekend after song service.
I remember a fella I used to do work with. I used to customize it with I talk to them about the truth and I say, you know why there's no one at church and the Holy Spirit in it? When it's start to sing. When they start to sing and the voice and how it is make you feel, that's why there's no one the Holy Spirit there.
I probably sparked
Yeah, I glistening like a poor honey in the eye.
It's that emotion, the feeling that you get from your mother.
Correct.
Spirits in that too.
Yeah?
Heavy sorcery.
Heavy witchcraft.
That's the way I would say it's sorcery because the singing something over and over, repeating it. And it get into your feelings that
Yes. See, it has certain sister Janice and them in church. It had the special witchcraft and them witches are them.
Yeah.
They love them witches to sing because them witches are them that invoke them demons on the
They
crowd.
have it done packed.
So they say, nah, you see sister Janice, she had the demon on she then she sing.
Yeah. They didn't say spirit, but that is an evil spirit. Yeah, she had the spirit. Yeah, it's an evil spirit that she. You see it like them siren. You know them siren? Yeah. You know them Greek mythology sirens? When they sing out like when it's higher. Okay, that is. That is all that.
That's it, them pastor, them on a different warlock level. So when they pass on, do the fucking,
High level witches and high level warlocks. When they come out of the tolerance. Yeah, you know. Well, no, tell you.
you had to walk in there with some tools to them. Two cutlass and a sword.
Real nonsense and fun.
And a big stick to brace it on. No escape.
No escape.
Nobody.
I tell you this.
Nobody
I forgot
escape.
to tell you this. My ex, I want to check my ex, but she said, where can that be going? Judgment Day coming for that weekend. I said,
Anybody has small to get on? Like, anyway. Somebody used to be giving me the fruits and thing.
so I tell her, I said, so wait, did Jesus have a beard? Who is Jesus? I said, well, Moses have a beard, the prophets have a beard, use the prophets. Like Christianity fair.
This Acts chapter 8 and verses 9, it says, but there was a certain man called Simon, which before time in the same city used sorcery and bewitched the people of Samaria, giving out that himself was some great one, to whom they all gave heed, from the least to the greatest, saying, this man is the great power of God. And to him they had regard, because that of long time he had bewitched them with sorcery.
And these people think, everybody should have said they call evil good and good. Wicked things in this call that speaking like all these pastors that speak. Like there's something, you know, like when they reach over like the floating million. Like sorcery. Like that be sorcery using against the people. Working on their emotion. When you get emotions or can we something but here but like it's a real man of God.
You know where they sorcery is filled up, when you bring them into the realm of the knowledge of the word.
Yeah.
Like when they sorcery,
They speak against it.
demons just leave them. They just leave them. Like when you go to a Christian and ask him, you know, what was the abomination that make desolate? Anything. What is the mark?
Anything.
You know?
What Jesus mean? You'll believe in Jesus? What Jesus mean? The lost.
Was he Hebrew? Where I put? Matter of fact, before I'm 16, before the 1600s, what is you calling Lord? I mean Jesus. No one can call him Jesus if they had no J before 1600. Come again. Yes, it's demon. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Exactly what I was trying to tell you.
Christian, Christian man, I asked him, I said, what do you want God with? I'm going off to the Lord. God, it's the creator and the heaven and the earth. And I said, what the fuck is this boy? He's selling real bug out to them. The man is not going on with the Lord. He's the creator. I said, yo.
You read? You read? No, go ahead.
It's Micah 5 and verses 11. It says, and I will cut off this Salah. Verse 12, and I will cut off witchcraft out of thy hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers. Verse 15, and I will execute vengeance in anger and fury upon the heathen.
What are you going to do? You're going to execute vengeance in anger. You're going to execute vengeance in anger. That's the Lord intent.
It's like the movie Miss. The one in Miss, she said, she's a vengeful.
Takes you next time.
Are you coming for
Retribution and blood.
Yeah, you're coming for blood.
Yeah.
Judgment.
And that goes back to Numbers 35. Numbers 35, 33. Because you have played a great role in creating these different philosophies to feed you, to keep Jake in a certain position.
He said if we were to create the skin of my people, my country, right? Because what? Because the skin and the seeds of go back to your nationality. The breath is the understanding that comes after that.
They singing that.
Karaoke. He's singing. Them is banshees are wailing.
Yeah. Yeah, it says, and I will execute vengeance and anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard.
Such as they never heard. Right? Because nobody never preach around to them. Nobody never tell them. That's why he said give them warning from me. We went into that earlier on. Ezekiel
is prophesied to happen upon Babylon. See, there's a simple topic of Babylon, who Babylon is. You hear the Christians going all kind of thing. You ask them who is the Antichrist, or what Antichrist is, what the Antichrist whole doctrine is about.
We have Hebrew Israelites that say in America is not my Babylon.
We don't Babylon. Babylon like Babylon. Who's saying them?
This one. This is Gms Trinidad 15. This wisdom descended not from above, but is earthly, sensual, and devilish. Right? All that singing and rah rah rah. You're going to receive and bless it. Put your hand on the screen and hold up your water thing and drink your water.
You see, the Goliath saw that David did take when he went to the temple to the bird.
Yeah.
Like they saw the other dragon in that church with them.
Big, heavy.
Big and fucking heavy. You can't hold it up.
But then hear it coming, they must get frightened just like dragging on the ground.
Batusai, they had in Batusai slasher. He had two katanas, right? And I thought, what a grass sword and long fat one. Remember that one?
That white.
Yeah. It says, the word sensual goes into G5591. Be governed by breast, the sensuous nature which is subjected to appetite and passions. So that's what they happen on. Or you want to get rich quick, you want to get a wife, they don't want you to leave. Basically, it's fucking obia. So shit is so sweet.
Precept.
Yeah, but my last week when I was over there, and I meet up with some time off over there. And she gave me I'm seeing she will call it was. I call her, yeah, she got, the way going there, she going to walk over here. Yeah, I going to start to walk over here.
Have a nice night.
Yeah, man.
Have a nice night.
You serious?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, some wickedest places
Hey,
now.
I can't have friendship pass here Monday night. The last conversation I remember you having with her up there is I'm going to sleep with somebody, man. You know,
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep with somebody. What are you doing later? I'm going home with somebody, man. Normal.
Just recently I had an encounter with a witch as well.
She was just walking up and down in front by her with a long bead. So she had some beads, you know, like them little mounts on them. So they are taking she in, and she looking back at me. And she said she just waiting, just started talking to me. She said she waiting for somebody there, a maximum. Some maximum she waiting for. And she said, I don't really meddle. She said, she don't meddle with people. And she said, right now I ain't visible. I said, no, you're invisible. I see you. He said, no, I ain't visible. I said, no, you don't have that power. He said, I don't have that power. Look me up on Facebook. She said, look me up on Facebook. There's a phone. She said, she's a phone. She understands phone with me on Facebook.
Yeah.
They're coming out in the old school, they're fucking. Remember, by yeah, that fucking demon. That was not friend, that was a witchcrafts. As the brother read that mic, I get it still happen. There are a lot of witches out here. Even on the social media platforms, they're giving classes to other young women to your wife. You never know. Your wife could be at home when you're not there looking at how to be a witch, how to keep my man. And she's looking up certain rituals and witches.
Hey, they come in real subtle. Really please about come on.
Micah chapter 5 verse 12. And I will cut off witchcrafts out of thy hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers. Verse 15. And I will execute vengeance in anger and fury upon the heathens, such as they have not heard.
So one of the way to cut off them witchcraft with a woman too is with their right hand.
Here was in this come suffer too because like the movie went and watched Insidious. Insidious. Yeah. Right? What was happening? Your mama, the head witch. The one who looked like Margaret Sanger. Yeah. Right. She was in the documentary and she ended up turning up and meeting the man and then disappearing. Right. No. That's how they come on TikTok. Right? They come with this is psychology hacks. How to do this and that, how to spot this and that. It's witchcraft. Like when they look to the left or you look to the right, and that's witchcraft.
Cards reading.
That's witchcraft.
Card reading, you'll see them palm readings, like them fucking reading. That's what I see.
I see that, man. There's a woman too, man. Mark, there's been a remarks.
Be right here. Be right here.
We used to call them Nataraju.
I said the reason one I said.
Nah, he the big one, he just be on radio. He just be advertising on radio. He just said the Nataraju, so, come and check, man. Ting. So we name them after him.
I reason one a woman right there. So she wanna hand me this thing. I said, nah. I go on and I pass him, I shop my again. I said, what going on here? What really going on here? She said, well, chicken, how this come in their house and cast out demons and things. I said, what God is spirit too? She said, I painted Jesus, Shiva, Ganesh. She said, I list out that whole stuff fucking. She said, I said, all our gods you pray to? She said, yeah, on a Sunday we pray to all gods. I said, you pray to this one? I should share image Yahweh Shai. She said, Jesus? I said, no, that's not Jesus. She said, pray to he? She said, no. I said, that's the difference between me and you here. You don't pray to that God, you don't know that God. And at least she did.
At time when someone is on a road, she trying to hand me, I said, no, back again, instead of all the time she talking, get it, what's that last from the bad you understand that. I look at my wife.
I concubine. I precept.
Go back long now.
This is Isaiah 47, outside at verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me, thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Remember back then, before the prophets, all them things was taboo. Think about it, they had no fucking Krishna man come on the fucking streets, coming on the highways with it symbol and thing and ting.
Junganati mas.
Yeah, them never used to come out here, but when the prophets come out, everybody trying to step up the game. You understand?
And it's a money thing too because they're trying to get money too, because they're telling niggas I could cast out demon, could come in your house, and yeah, and you gotta get money for it.
It's a last brawl. This is the last brawl for them. Now right now what the Heavenly Father doing here, as he give this in 2nd Address 6, the truth, which have so long been without fruit. Yeah, the truth going to prevail. With Zerubbabel. In 1st Address, the 4th chapter in the king. And that's what's the name, was the king name? Who was at that time? Darius. Yeah. So this truth going to overtake. So all these brawlers who feel like they're doing anything, they're going to do nothing.
Overtook. Natara John never buried the last about 6 months. Look at the rent. You feel I'm grand. People are not wanting what kind of bullshit about why I'm reading all that kind of stupidness. The car pay the rent that a drag out. People don't want, people realize by, hey, where you really come? You come to tell me to pay you $250 to read my farm. You so broken. What you could do for me if you need $250 for me to read your farm?
I try to figure out why you can't just read the numbers
just
so to and one fucking get money.
Some kind of thing.
Why not? Read the lotto and get yourself rich now.
That is it.
You so good.
That told so much about shit. Yo.
Job chapter 20 and verse 4, it says, knowest thou not this of old since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrites is for more.
Things was on the time. Nothing new under the sun.
Hey, plenty of these people who involved in sorcery, right? Excepting the Elamites and them, plenty of the Negroes and them. When you go by them and you see the condition they're living in, you're supposed to turn back one time. Because when you go by the pundit and nice cars parked up in your big house, and when you go by the Negroes and them, there's some kind of parrot house and all kind of thing. If you live in so, the spirit you serve it, how you live in unclean and low so, what that spirit could do for
Come
me?
and dragon out with a big soul foot.
You understand?
You ever watch all them fucking witch and warlock?
Yeah.
They always have a big soul foot, you know.
That's so much.
In the book of in Deuteronomy chapter 18 and reading at verses 10, it says, there shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. All that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. And because of these abominations, the Lord thy power will drive them out.
This ass, yeah, boy, shit, it's a fucking fuck me up. So I started drinking garlic and some American thing and then to get on the floor. Like that. So I said, I'm going to do that and I done that one. I need more to drink now. He took one of me.
One of the waiters.
So that one.
One of the way to pass the children through the fire is through them christening and them churches that they doing #1. Send your child by them Kobe man to get blessed. All them they passing the children through the fire. Anything opposite to the most high bashing child, you take your child to do that ritual, like passing the child to
Christmas, say putting them, sending them to sit on Santa lap.
We see whole team. One of the Yankees might send a coach. Might just send Jack on top.
Watch this. I told you see an old lady and I give she a 5
Yeah, yeah.
That was one of them who, when I was, before the Lord brought me to the truth and I was in Baptist thing. And I one of them, when I raised her head, it beat up on the ground and I had sitting. I watch her, I pass them and the Lord, them can't come out of them and that's the small. But the Lord, something in me, for what I have, I shall bring out and I bring out and I because them, I want thing people doesn't be able to escape from them. That shine there, just
Yeah.
Without
These exit.
remember?
Yeah. It says, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
alright.
That's what it is.
Leviticus chapter 20, verses 36 to 27. Verses 26, sorry, to 27. It says, and ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people.
Severed.
Yes, severed, right? Severed thee from other people, that ye should be mine. A man also or woman that hath a familiar spirit, or that is a wizard, shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones, their blood shall be upon them.
So with that, we give all praises, honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh.
Governor and apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who surely do well our teachers and scientists, men and brethren, with his work in truth and sincerity, across the focus they plan with Mawat Babal, Abad Babal, DT, Shalom to the elect. Shalom to the elect.